life itself is a beautiful opportunity to live. Some people, they are scratching through each day. They take the calendar and they take the calendar page and they tear it and throw it. One day gone. And there are other people who try to see how beautifully each day is passing. Well, everybody has got their own method of living life. And on Zoom, every day we discover life in its best, most purest, most beautiful and divine way. Sip Minier, Sip Atmanand, Sip Vikrant, Sip Siri, Sip Shiba Rumataji, Alak and Sadanand, Sip Girishanand, uh, Krishnanamma, Sip Viresh Anand, Sip Chidanand, Anil, Girija and Rajanand, Sip Krishna, Atmatray Harshal and Sachin. Sip Sukhi, Kamalji, Sita, Samatma Jyoti, Sip Siva, Bliss, Tarlanand and Chotwani. Sip Ahem Sip Atmanji, Parvatiyama, Prakash, Sip Ahem Atma and Vikrant. Welcome. Welcome to this lovely Sunday evening with an open agenda, which means that you can ask me anything that you like. Let us start. We have Bliss, Ahemsip, and Sukhi. Remember this before I start. Every time we ask a question, every time I asked my guru a question, it helped me evolve on the journey from AFA to EFE. Every time we ask a question, it matters. So, Bliss.
Hi, Shwam dear. Shwam, everyone.
Yes,
Love
Shivam.
you. Love you all. Yesterday, I have tried a little video. It was about Andy Shankara and the beautiful way to reach the guru and everything. So he talked about many facts. No matter what you do, you have to be at the feet of the guru.
I'm not understanding.
You know, and the text say you have to center your mind upon the lotus feet of the guru.
Okay.
So what the meaning of this thing? You have to leave your whole thoughts and everything to better understand each other. It's like that.
If you want to follow one guru, you must not listen to many other gurus and many other texts. If you read many other texts and many other gurus, then it is like mixing French and German. And if you mix French and German and Italian, then if you go to Europe, nobody will understand your language.
I know Miss Utter Guru. I
No, no.
have just one bit enough.
You read something from you read somewhere. No, you read something.
Yes, it was a video I have to translate, and it was a text that
Send it to
talk
me.
about the guru.
Okay, send me my WhatsApp.
Okay, I will send you. And
That.
French when English.
Huh? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We have got AMSIP.
Shivoham Guruji, I bow
Show
down
her
to you and
AMSIP.
all the best on this call.
Loudly, loudly, Sukhi and Atmanand. Yes, AMSIP.
Guruji, how can we practice oneness in our daily life?
Hmm. Every time you go out of your house, where's your house?
Currently, I'm in Pune.
So is it an apartment or is it a standalone house?
No, it's an apartment.
Which floor?
10th floor.
Apartment number?
C1004.
Every time you go, why you go to C block? Why don't you go to B block and A block? You are very clear. You have to go to C block.
Right.
You go to C block. Why you don't go to 8th floor or 9th floor or 11th floor or 12th floor?
Yes. I know where I have to go. I know the destination is on 10th floor.
And it's not only on 10th floor. When you come out of the lift, you know exactly where your door is.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
This is the way to be in oneness. When you know exactly what you said, I'm not taking my words, your words. I know exactly where my house is.
Yes.
When you come to know exactly that we are all manifestations of the divine. You think when I talk to you, do I have any doubt in my head that we are all one? The oneness is in my consciousness. You have any doubt? Or you think one day I talk like oneness, one day I talk duality, one day I talk non duality? How do I talk to you on a day to day basis?
Yes. Right. You see, sip in all.
Then, if I can see SIP in all, then that is why this is called we become established. I'm telling you, many people they try to aggravate me. They try to push me up the pole. They try to destroy my peace. They try to break into my consciousness. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. There are many. I'm just give you various topics of the subject, right? Suppose there's a financial issue which will normally trouble anybody. It doesn't
Yeah.
work. It cannot trouble. Why it cannot trouble?
Because you are not attached to finances and you have holding
Why?
hand of sip. You know he will
Ah,
take care.
because we are established. What is the key word? Ahem Atma uses this word a lot. What he uses the word? We are
Established.
established. Of course, I'm not sure that when people are established in consciousness, but saying is not enough. If you are actually established, Ahem Atma, in okay, now coming back to your question. What is your question?
How can we practice oneness on day-to-day basis, every
By being
moment?
established. By being established in Advaita. By being established. Don't take me wrong, okay? I have to, in spirituality, the explanations are mad. So, what is your favorite food?
Favorite food, rice
नहीं,
and dal
right.
or rice and
कभी
sambar.
कभी भी मिस्टेक में आपने चम्मच से राइस लेके कान को खिलाया है?
नहीं.
क्यों कान को नहीं खिलाया?
वो automatically मर ही जाता है.
So what I'm just trying, so you make this practice. You can't. So one of the best practices, for example, you could use is hum the tune. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Easy tune, not a difficult tune.
Yes.
You know, the point is, I mean, take a song of your, whichever song you like, and make that into an Advaita song. Make it into an Advaita song means all the time. I'm asking you a question now. On 1st April, we did a class on being fully awakened.
Yes.
Are you having any doubt that har kard mein Prabhu hai? Are you having
No.
any doubt,
No.
any argument in your head, any kuch bhi
No.
shanka, kuch bhi misunderstanding?
No. All those 25 points are clear. But
That
how
means
to
what?
practice it, that is the thing.
So I told you got the answers, whatever I told you. I gave you an example about your khana. I gave an example of your building. I gave you an analogy of using a song. Please keep established. The truth is this. That is why it's called Satya Chitra Anand. What is the meaning of Satya Chitra Anand?
Always in truth, consciousness, and in bliss.
If you are in Satchit, then,
Bliss will automatically be there.
and if you are not in Satchit,
You will be unhappy.
why somebody is sick, why you become unhappy? When some doctor says something, why the door to misery opens? Because हम नहीं जानते ना अहम से कि हम नहीं मरेंगे, हम आत्मा है. ये बोलने के लिए हम telling, I am very clear in telling, but when it comes in accepting, adopting, हम हिल जाते थोड़ा.
Mm.
वो हिल, that is where I think tomorrow's topic is AFA to EFE. One more topic we are doing tomorrow. We have to move from AFA to EFE.
Right.
And tomorrow we will see how. But
Thank
I
you.
hope I've given you enough examples for you to capture in what I'm saying. Sukhi Atmanand.
Shivoham, sir. I
Show
go
her.
down to all the sip in the call. My question was, the pain of the body is experienced only due to mind?
No, no. Pain of the body is pain of the body.
Okay, so which means consciousness is there at that time.
Consciousness is there all the time. So what is your
Yeah,
what are
all
you
the
you're
time.
asking me only half your question, I think. You're not asking your full question.
I was listening to your bhajan. मैं तो ना ये तन हूँ मन हूँ मैं
In
हूँ
what
अमर आत्मा.
what the bhajan is saying.
I'm not the body, mind, and ego.
You asked
That
a
is
question,
clearly
right?
understood.
Let me
But
explain.
yes, sir.
What is the question once again you asked?
I wanted to ask, who is experiencing the pain?
So I hope today you will capture this. Who is experiencing the pain? The body. You asked whether the mind is experiencing the pain.
Hmm.
The body is experiencing pain. The mind is experiencing suffering.
Oh,
What is the difference between pain and suffering? Tell me.
pain is a reaction, but suffering is the understanding that I'm not the body and mind.
I have got cold and I have fever. Body is suffering or not?
Body is suffering, but when I accept it, then
What
I
my
don't.
mind is my mind suffering?
No.
Somebody else has got the same cold and the same fever. And they have made the world upside down. पूरा बिल्डिंग आओ, सब लोग आ जाओ, मम्मी आ जाओ, पापा आ जाओ, सभी नाना नानी चाचा चाची सभी आ जाओ. हमारे को फीवर है, हमारे को तबीयत ठीक नहीं, आ जाओ, सब लोग आ जाओ, आ जाओ, आ जाओ. So who's suffering now? Same body pain.
Everybody is suffering.
But the body
Because of
pain is not different from the two cases.
Okay, got it,
So
sir.
if you are in consciousness, you will not let the pain of the body make you suffer.
Now my another question was, a small baby because of body pain cries. So what is that is body pain?
See, obviously, a small baby will cry even for
Yeah.
nothing. No? Then why you tell me why the baby is crying? You give the
There's some
baby, you gave a baby nipple. You take out the nipple. You tell why the baby is crying now. How to understand, Sukhi, why the baby is crying? You look at the baby, it's crying. You don't look at the baby, it's crying. How will you understand? Can you understand the baby why it's crying?
no.
Now there'll be some $1 billion study to why babies are crying, and everybody will buy one book from $25 for reading why babies are crying. How does it matter?
No.
Nothing wrong with the baby. If the baby is having severe pain, it will cry. What
Then
you would have to give it. Sometimes babies have colic pain. I remember this. Children have colic pain whole night. They don't sleep. Okay. Any more question on the bhajan?
yeah, no, there's another question. Uh, Guru and God is same. There's no difference.
How do you
Then
say that?
why do we say guidance of the Guru and grace of God?
Because
Why not?
Guru and God are not the same. Who told you Guru and God are same? Have I ever told you this?
Because of Guru only we come to know about Sikh. We
Yeah,
come
that's
to
okay.
know about God.
Guru is the way to God. If Guru is God, then in that sense, even we are all God. We are all manifestations of God. A Guru is an evolved form of a manifestation. A Guru is an awakened being. A Guru is an enlightened master. But the Guru is made of the same teeth, skin, blood, bones, same. How is Guru different? Tell me. What is the difference between a Guru and an ordinary person?
Sip in all.
Sip
But
is in
Guru
all. The Guru is at an evolved consciousness. The Guru is an enlightened master.
Hmm.
Physically, the Guru is same. Physically, the Guru is not different from anybody. When my guru and me were same, why I treated my guru as my God on earth? Why?
Only because of the Guru.
Because he made me
Guru.
realize God. No,
Yes.
who made me realize God?
Guru made you realize
So
that.
for me, who's the most important person in my life?
Obviously, Guru.
Then for me, the guru was the most important person in my life. Actually, my guru was the most. I was ready to do anything for my guru. My guru was the most. That's why, because of that kind of commitment, I got the same commitment back from the guru.
Hmm.
My guru told me, come to me anytime, anywhere, without asking anything. How he gave me such permission? I would go to America, I could walk into Guru. I would go to Bombay, some millionaire's house, Raheja house, I would walk into the Guru. Hinduja house, I would walk into the Guru's house. I used to be embarrassed to walk into those houses, big people's houses. He told me, direct walk in, you can come, just knock the door and enter. Say, I want to speak to Dada. Dada has called me. So we have to build that bond with the Guru. We have to be able to get that bonding. But Guru is Guru and Sip is Sip. Guru is a Guru is an enlightened being who has realized Sip, who has crossed duality. Done?
Yeah, and today's happiness secret call was very good.
The calls are good, but unless we make the happiness reach more people, then only more people will seek enlightenment. Because highest peak of of life of happiness is enlightenment. People cannot reach ultimate peak of happiness without enlightenment. That's why I'm pasting. Are you seeing I'm pasting the Zoom link? Can
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see?
you're pasting the link twice. I have seen
Is
that.
it working? If you touch that link, is it working?
Yes, it does go to the copy link and it does go.
Okay, just
Because
check
we
to
are
see
out
whether
of the
it's
call. It goes.
okay, whether we can copy the link or not, just check.
No, when we click on that, it asks copy link and it just goes to the web.
Okay, okay,
It goes.
good.
Thank
Because
you.
people can't, the Zoom is opening at 8, they should be able to copy the link, I'm saying.
Hmm.
I'm not tech savvy. I'm not so tech savvy.
You can copy the link and paste it somewhere and then later you can use.
Okay, okay.
Thank
Good,
you so
Suki.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Atman.
Shivam Guruji.
Yes, sir, Shivoham.
I am close to completing 11 months in the call, but recently I had to take a 12-day break, right? I didn't attend the call for 12 days. So does my journey reset to zero or does it continue?
No, what was the 12-day call you took and how did you spend those 12 days?
No, I went on a vacation with my family.
Do you feel that you came back after 12 days to the same consciousness or you have lost consciousness?
I felt I'm in the same consciousness everywhere.
Then it's no difference. Then only those 12 days gets minus from your total number of days. You didn't attend those 12 days. Means obviously that many days you think that many days is less in your call, but we are not, this call is not a call of numbers. This is called, this call is called QQMAS. QQMAS means the quantity of Zoom calls plus the quality of Zoom call plus the mental attitude of the Zoom call plus your speed of understanding. So what will make the Zoom call effective is QQMAS. How do you treat the call qualitatively? Suppose somebody is there, they are just switching on the call and they're watching somebody's actually looking up and they're watching a movie. Or cricket match is going on. Zoom call is going on. How can that be a quality call? So you have to you have to be able to give commitment. This is your life. Zoom is your life. Zoom is your enlightenment. Zoom is to make you realize you are God. Nobody is doing anything. Only if there's a master, he's coming and showing you the mirror and telling you how to wipe the mirror so you can see your reality. If those, why do I have so much commitment on the call, confidence in the call? My new book I've started writing.
Right.
It's called Enlightenment Simplified. The A to Z of enlightenment. Now you can be enlightened too. Anybody in this world can be enlightened. You heard me telling that, right?
Yes.
But am I saying anybody sitting in the cricket stadium and eating popcorn will be enlightened? Am I saying that?
No.
If you are committing to this journey, if you have commitment to your own life, you can be enlightened. Continue. Anything?
So also, Guruji, I was thinking it has been a while, so maybe we should plan for a retreat. If I think there are enough interest, maybe I can help coordinate.
I thought you were the next retreat coordinator. I had given you the assignment.
Okay, then I'll coordinate.
What is the date? Have you fixed the date?
No, I was thinking maybe a Friday, Saturday, Sunday would be good. That's what I was thinking because many people will also be working. Is that okay?
Have you spoken to our team? I was told the second week of June. Is that what you're going to do? Are you ready to do it so soon?
No, I need to check. I'll do some more groundwork and get back.
So I'm giving you the dates if you want the dates.
Yeah, please.
I'm giving you some options. You have to also see if you're doing it in Bangalore, then you have to get that ancient school of wisdom where we did last time.
Correct.
It's a good. So if you're doing in 13th, 14th, 15th of June,
Okay.
or 11th, 12th, 13th of July,
Okay.
or 20. They keep these two.
No,
Keep
these
these
two
two
dates
dates.
I'll check with the group also. I will open up that WhatsApp group, get the interest, and then I'll.
Huh? The dates are 13th, 14th, 15th of June, or 11th, 12th, 13th of July.
I noted it.
So, and also we have to ask Shire to check with Ancient School of Wisdom if it's available.
I'll coordinate. I'll and also reach out to all the members.
Good. So we have anything else other than Yeshwant? Yes, retreat at least once a year. We are reaching the end of, I think last was September last year, right?
Yeah, September.
Time flies. Time flies. 1 year, nearly. Yes. Yeshwant. Today Sunday. It's 8:25. We have 30 minutes to go.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, my question is, uh, what is the bridge between the consciousness and body, physical body?
Come again.
What is the bridge between or connection between? What makes the connection between the consciousness and our physical body? Is there any connection?
What makes the connection between electricity and the bulb?
Electricity and bulb.
Bulb is there, right? Bulb is there.
Yeah,
What makes the connection with electricity and the bulb? When you switch on the button, what happens to electricity?
it will start flowing to light. Bulb.
It will start flowing. So is consciousness like that? It will start whenever you switch on the button, it will start flowing through you.
Yeah,
No, yeah, no.
sir, but we say the consciousness is in every iota of the physical body, you
That's
said.
what I'm telling you. So I'm giving you an example. The consciousness is not like electricity which is flowing in the bulb. The consciousness is the electricity which is in every cell of our consciousness. In our body, do we need to switch on the button for electricity to flow?
No, it's already there.
Our consciousness is the body's electricity in every cell of our existence. Did you understand? Do you want to repeat your question?
Yeah, understood, sir. But is there any connection? Is there any connection between that?
The connection is called manifestation. What is the connection called? You know the meaning of manifestation? What is the meaning of manifestation? Okay, let me ask you the next question. Yashwant, you are quite an advanced guy. What is the connection between gold and the gold ring?
Gold and the gold ring. Yeah, gold ring taken the just form.
Of the
Yeah.
gold.
Huh.
What has taken the form of consciousness?
Body.
Correct. The body has taken the manifestation of consciousness. Every
But body
cell of the body, if the consciousness leaves the body at death, then what happens to the body?
body will destroy. Body will
It will disintegrate into nothing, into 5 elements. So that means what was keeping the body alive?
consciousness.
If you remove the consciousness,
No body.
the body will become like air will go out, water will evaporate, air will escape, space will shrink, everything will go, and the body will become dust.
Yes.
Any doubt?
No, no.
Okay. Any more question?
Sir, is there any many of us say about negative energy, positive energy, aura? Is they they will exist or they are
Yashwant, how long you're coming on this call, Yashwant?
maybe on 22 days?
32 days. Very good. You're
No, sir.
not miss,
20,
not
20,
miss, huh?
22 or 25 days maybe.
Not missing any days. You're there every day.
Daily.
Okay, very good. So Yashwant is like this. Yashwant, repeat your question.
About negative energy, positive energy,
Now,
and aura
let me explain to you
existence.
what is negative energy and positive energy. Negative energy and positive energy is to do with the thought chain: emotion, thought, feeling, action, habit, character. What is the thought chain? Emotion, emotion. It is just like this. No, let me ask you. You know, in the garden, in the farm, the farmer has got a land. Okay, so
Yeah.
what he can grow in the land?
According to the condition of soil and the environment, you
He can grow rice or potatoes or tomatoes or bananas or brinjals, whatever he wants. Correct.
yes.
But whatever seed he puts in the soil, what plant will come?
Same plant. What seed you will sow, the same plant
If he
will
if he puts if he puts all coconut trees, what will come in the plant?
coconuts.
So it starts with emotions. What emotions we choose? Emotion is the raw material of thoughts. If you choose fear, worry, stress, anxiety, hate, revenge, all these negative, toxic emotions, then your mind is like a factory. It will produce those kind of thoughts, that kind of aura, that kind of energy. If you plant positive emotions like love, forgiveness, compassion, understanding, courage, confidence, optimism, what type of thoughts, if you put that emotion, what type of thoughts will come?
Same.
What type of aura will come?
Same.
You got it right? So can we choose our aura or we cannot choose our aura?
We can choose it.
We can choose. We can choose. God's will and Vikrant. Thank
Sir,
you.
sir, one last question.
Yes.
Uh, will emotion first arises in our mind? First arises or it's thought? First emotion or thought?
What comes in the mind is only thoughts and mainly toxic thoughts. What comes in our consciousness may be good or bad thoughts. But mind is MIND: misery, ignorance, negativity, and desire. To get these thoughts, we have to choose our emotions. Emotion is the raw material for thoughts.
Hmm.
And that emotion you can choose. Suppose you want to choose love or you want to choose hate, you can choose or not.
Yes, I will choose
Ah.
that.
So you have to choose.
Okay, sir. Got it. Thank you.
God's will and Vikrant. I like your name.
I offer it to you.
How did you get this dynamic idea? God's will. I am God's will. What am I?
God's will, sir.
I am God's will. Whatever is the will of God, that's what I am.
It's beautiful.
That's very beautiful. How did you get the name?
It's luck.
No
My-
luck. No luck. No luck. Did it come in meditation, or did it come in your some discussion with somebody, or some contemplation, or just Sip gave it to you?
My mother, she loves the Lord's Prayer. She says, what's the most important line of the Lord's Prayer? She says, the line she likes the best is, Thy will be done.
Ah. So
So
from there you picked it out.
so I could call myself Thy will be done. That could be another way of calling myself.
God's will be done. No, I'm very curious. What a beautiful that day you were thinking of being called Prema will or Prema or Premanand or something. You were choosing the word. But God's will is what an amazing name. Look at the uniqueness in the name. I am not will. I am God's will.
Yes,
Okay.
I thought of many high names, but sometimes you want to be called Buddha. Everybody, it becomes very special. I think that's really embarrassing, actually. So
No. Every name that is unique is the most beautiful thing. So I think when you have chosen this God's will, I think it's a fabulous, just fantastic name. Let me add your question.
I think I really have two questions, and there is this mystery about how you get through the door, because no one really knows how to do it. The door from consciousness to enlightenment, that door, for you, it happened on the flight back from Paris to Bangalore. So the door suddenly opened. It was an intense moment, but this thing of God's grace, it's like grace, like God opens the door for you. I think that is my idea. Like if there's a kind of feeling that it has to happen from his side. He's the one that does it.
Absolutely. Have I told you the story of the door, the king's door?
I don't remember it,
Have I
sir.
told you the story of the king's door?
Don't remember it, sir.
The king had a palace, and
Mm.
that palace had a very, very special door which could only open by the king's father. Siri, have I
Mm.
told this story?
I don't remember that story, sir. No.
The king's father died, and the king was so disturbed that he did not know how to open the door. So he called all the locksmiths from the entire kingdom, and they all came, and somebody came with a key, somebody came with a pole, somebody came, so many things, right, Will?
Yes, sir.
And then finally that nobody could open the door. And the last fellow who could not open the door, you know what he said, Will?
God's will.
He said, if anybody can open the door, I will die. And he just leaned against the door, and the door opened. It was never closed.
Yes,
That God's door is never closed.
but
Who
still,
closes? Okay, who closes the door? Is God's door closed, or are we closing our door?
uh, this is the mystery, because it seems that it just opens in the middle of the night. It just opens by itself. I don't know.
There is no mystery. Let
But
me
it's
tell you from my own awakening, the door is closed in our head. The grace is because we are thinking we are caught in a maze. There is no maze. There is always grace. And we have to love God. This is your favorite, right? Well, it's your favorite. We have to love God. We have to seek God. We need mumukshutva. When there is a lot of mumukshutva, my dear, God's will, the door opens. When does the door open?
Mukshatua.
I wrote a song today. Ashok Nichani told me, Ashok Nichani, where's Ashok Nichani? I think so. Sometimes he's bunks, sometimes he's there. So is there Ashok Nichani? So he sent me a tune, and he asked me to write a song. See, he's not there today. Ashok Nichani? So he sent me a song, and in the song, Let me tell you what it. You know Hindi? You don't know Hindi, Bill?
I don't know any Hindi, no. I know
So in the
Namas-
song, it
Namaskar,
says,
that's what.
दिल दिल में हो तुम, आंखों में तुम, बोलो तुम्हें कैसे पाऊं. You are in my heart. You are in my eyes. Tell me how can I attain you? This is from a famous Hindi song, Bapilari song. And he told me, Ashok Nichani sent me the song yesterday. He told, please write a bhajan. And he's my favorite of temple because he's there every Monday in the temple. Few people come every Monday without fail to the temple. So, my dear Will, the song I wrote, दिल में हो तुम, आंखों में तुम, बोलो तुम्हें कैसे पाऊं, पूजा करूं मैं, भक्ति करूं मैं, ना जानू अंदर कैसे जाऊं. How can I go within, my dearest dear one? How can I go within when you have already kept the door open and I'm knocking? Will, you are knocking at the door like the king when the door is already open. Now you're waiting for him to open the door, Will, God's will. What is the point of you waiting for him to open the door when he has already opened the door? And you're still knocking and you're saying, knock, 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 knock. And Ship is saying, yes, what do you want? Saying, open the door. Ship said, why do you doubt? Ship is saying, why do you doubt? Saying, I don't doubt. Then
But
Ship
it,
said, okay. Huh?
but it happens spontaneous. The moment it opens is spontaneous. Like the practice.
That means you're not listening to me. What did I just now say, Will?
You said the door is open, and so
Then
the door
I'm
is
saying
open.
the door is open and you're saying that he will open the door spontaneously.
Well, then the door is open, but you can't. Why is it you can't go? Why is it that it happens at
Because you're seeing the door is closed.
Well, then
You
you mean that you just get enlightened as an act of will? Then are you saying you just walk through?
absolutely.
You just walk like, can I walk through it today, now?
Absolutely.
And just by deciding I want to do it, can I?
Absolutely.
So why can't I do it? Why don't I do it then?
See who's having the doubt. Now you
Yeah.
saw who has the doubt.
Like many people, it happens in a spontaneous moment. So I'm surprised to find
Many
like
people think it happens in a spontaneous moment.
yes,
In reality, it does not happen in the spontaneous moment. The moment it happens, you think it was a spontaneous moment.
yes,
If I was not sure you all could be enlightened, would I be a fool to assure you?
yes.
You are all awakened with the truth. You are one of those completely awakened. Now, why are you not? Did you hear me speaking to Aham Sip today about how to be? What was the question? How can we always be in non-duality? Were you there?
I don't know. I wasn't there. No, I don't think so.
I told her she stays on the 10th floor. Did you pay attention to that?
I didn't hear that, sir.
Okay. Maybe you were not there. So therefore, each call is taking us one step forward. Every call is taking us one step forward. And the moment we have doubt in our head, we are going 2 steps back. The moment we have a roadblock, we are going back. And I don't know the meaning of going back from 2014. 2014 to 2025, 11 years on this awakening journey. I have only been going forward and forward and forward and forward and forward and forward and forward. I don't know the meaning of going back. All right, Bill, you want anything else?
Well, the second question really is on this word love, because last time I asked if you could put a chapter in your book on love, because it seems such an important practice or path to enlightenment. And
Today morning, I finalized the chapters. And love is a reward of enlightenment.
that's what you said last time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love is not something that you use to get enlightened. The moment you are enlightened, you experience that divine love in one and all. Till you are enlightened, you are struggling with love.
So
I used to struggle so much with love. I used to struggle so much. I no more struggle with love.
yes. Well, the hint, the traditional path, the 4 paths, karma yoga, or karma, should we say, karma, not yoga, but karma, bhakti,
Dhyana
raga,
and jnana.
and the other one, jnana. These are things you can practice before enlightenment, but but prema you actually can only practice after enlightenment. That's
No,
what you're.
actually, you can use prema. While you're enlightened, you can experience love. But on enlightenment, you will feel the ecstasy. You will experience the most beautiful ecstasy of love. I'm telling you, I experience love every day so beautifully, so beautifully. The beauty of love, the three most beautiful things in this world: peace, love, and bliss. If you have this, you don't need anything else in this world.
So you don't, because I guess love comes into especially the love of the guru. That's the number one love, I think, isn't
That
it?
will
Like,
be covered. That's the all that will be covered, but will be covered. But love is a very huge, it's an ocean. You're telling me put the ocean in my bathroom. I cannot bring the ocean into your bathroom.
yes.
I can only bring 2 buckets. That I will do. Okay.
I'll come back with. I'll ask you. I have another question. I'll come back and do it after you've been.
Vikrant Kulkarni. And I saw Ashok Nichani coming in the call. आपका भजन हो गया. मैं आपका request. Vikrant Kulkarni.
Hello, Guruji.
Yes. Bolo Vikrant.
Guruji, actually, I have a question on manifestation. So, can I ask you a question regarding the material life?
You can ask any question.
Okay. So, Guruji, I have read and I have seen a lot of things on YouTube regarding manifestations. So, I saw that there's a manifestation called as conscious manifestation. So, in that manifestation, they ask us to reach a 0 point field where you have a thought. When we are thoughtless, you have no thought in your mind, and they ask us to put a wish in that situation, and the wish will eventually come true. So, my question was that when we reach a 0 point field, so there are no thoughts, nothing in our mind, and we are completely out of it. So when our mind will come into action, so at that moment we will come out of the consciousness. So how will this conscious manifestation help in achieving things?
These are. I think what you're talking about must be a commercial program.
Okay.
Because is it a commercial program or it's a non-profit program?
No, sir.
You have to-
It was a commercial program. You're right.
So first of all, when it's a commercial program, the intention of them is just to get the money from you. First of all, understand that. Okay.
Okay.
Now, second of all, let me explain to you how you can make it work from my point of view. Though I don't, my new book from Rupa is called Action is the Secret to Attraction.
Okay.
When you get to the 0 point, whatever they're talking of, right?
Right.
In that point where there are no thoughts and there's no mind and you are in consciousness, if you plant the manifestation, that manifestation has to lead to visualization. That visualization has to be backed by a lot of action.
Okay.
If there is no action, there can be no manifestation.
Okay.
Forget about it. If you're at 0 level and you plant a manifestation, Starbucks coffee, Starbucks coffee, Starbucks coffee, Starbucks coffee, and you keep on waiting, Starbucks coffee will not be on your table.
Right.
But if you keep on manifesting Starbucks coffee, the moment you get up, you'll sit on your car or bike or scooter and you'll go to Starbucks and you'll have coffee.
Okay. So according to you, hello.
This is a book for those of you who are not. This is a book published by Rupa, not by me. I have written the book, but it's published by Rupa. Action is the secret to attraction. 12 steps to manifest your dreams. Vikrant, for your sake, I have pasted it.
Yes, sir.
Action is the secret to attraction. 12 steps to manifest your dreams. Continue, please.
Okay. So basically, what I understood through your what you were telling me, that what I have to do is I have to work for it, not wish for it.
No, you have to wish and work.
Okay, I have to wish and work both.
Because wishing is thinking, is the first part of it.
Yes.
Even in this call, mumukshutva, jigyasu, neti, it all is first starts with the thinking, visualizing, then reading, then working, Sravana, Manana, Nidhi, Dhyasana. So therefore I gave you the book which I have written. In that book, if you're really keen on manifestation, it has got but one, two, three, four chapters. One chapter on manifestation, one chapter on visualization, one chapter on attraction, one chapter on action. It is all step by step by step by step. But without action, there can be no attraction. I've told you, look at the word
Right.
attraction. You know, from the word attraction, ATTR, action.
So,
If
sir,
you remove action,
okay. So, sir, I just wanted to ask you that the vibes that you share or the vibes that you give outside, the way you vibrate, does that
yeah,
also attract a lot of good things to you if you're
yes,
vibrating in a good way?
yes, because what if you're vibrating something? If you're vibrating something to a stone, will it give a good way?
No.
No. See, you know the answer. I don't have to tell you the answer. But if
Right.
you're vibrating something to a salesman, will
Yes.
it good chances for you to get the same thing back?
Yes, sir. I'm talking about the vibrating to animate things.
So for example, when I go to an airline counter and I want a good seat, the first thing I go and tell that lady that today you're looking so cheerful, man. Today I like your smile. Your smile is so good. I give her a happiness ball. So what have I already done?
I've given her good vibrations.
Then I tell her, can you please give me first row seat? If the first row seat is available, she will give or she will not give.
She might give.
But if it's not available,
She won't.
that
She
means
has
there's
no
not.
option.
That means my vibration did not fail.
Right.
But vibrations, because they say kindness is to human nature. Have you heard this?
No, sir.
Kindness is to
Okay.
human
Yes.
nature
Right.
what warmth is to wax.
Okay. Right.
If you give kindness to human beings, it's like what is warmth to wax. Wax has to melt.
Right.
So always be kind, compassionate, loving, forgiving. These are good vibes to get your way in life. But today I'm not giving you, I'm taking me away from the spiritual subject. Go back to spirituality.
Yes, sir. I have a second question as well. Yesterday we had a session on anger.
Yeah.
So basically, day by day, when I'm evolving in the spiritual journey that I'm on, so what has happened to me? I've started accepting things the way
Yeah.
they are,
Yeah.
and I'm completely surrendering myself
Yeah.
to the divine. So what is happening to me is, I want to get angry. Means if something is going wrong,
I want
and
to.
I means if something is going wrong, and I want to correct the person, and
Yeah.
I have to get angry in that situation,
Yeah.
but it is not helping me to get angry. So what?
You are blessed. You are blessed.
Okay, I'm blessed. So I don't. I think my mind is telling me that I have lost my command in the business.
Let me tell
So
you one thing. By getting angry, you can never get any work done.
right.
I can guarantee that to you.
Okay.
The only way to unlock a door is not anger, it is love.
Right.
You try it and use it passionately.
Okay.
Use love passionately. Don't eliminate anger completely from your life. Don't worry if you lose. You may lose one or two battles, but you'll win the war.
Okay. So basically, anger is of no use. Love and compassion helps you in life.
That is the way, Vikrant. If you want to be a winner in life, that
Right.
is the way.
Okay, sir. Thank you so
Okay?
much.
Thank you. God's will, back to you. 5 minutes. If there's nobody else asking a question, it's yours. God's will, did you come back on the call because of God's will or your will? What
God's
brought you back to the call?
God. God, all is God. Must be God.
Whether it's God's will or your will, both are God's will, right?
I have a lot of, how could I say? I think I have to use quite a strong word like annoyance, resentment, or confusion, or
I can't see any annoyance in you and resentment in you in the last more than 1 year. I have seen you. How many years have been by you're on the call with?
I maybe 18 months, must be about 2 years, maybe.
2 years. I have not seen any annoyance. I have not seen you in 2 years with any annoyance.
I feel very let down. Let me use a neutral word, but let down by various issues during my life. The issue or the presence of the Lord was never somehow emphasized in the growing up and so on, and including in the monasteries and so on. The people that I've, it's maybe wrong for me to say that, but I have a lot of feeling that there's a lot of resentment, shall we say, about this issue. I don't know if it's true. I think in India you probably wouldn't even
I'm
realize.
asking you, whatever you have experienced growing up in life, right?
Mm.
Can you change that today?
Can't change it.
What are you thinking about it? Why are you wasting today thinking about yesterday?
It's just, well, it's destroyed me,
No,
really.
lock the door. Lock the door to yesterday. You're thinking God has locked the door to the heaven, to God. But the problem is you are not opening God's door because you've opened the door to yesterday. Now you
Yes,
see where the problem.
yes.
The problem is you've opened the door to yesterday. Let me tell you one thing. Suppose God's door is open on the right side, okay?
Mm.
Pay attention. God's door is open this side.
Yes,
But you have opened the door on the other side, this side.
yes,
Now, because you've opened the door, all the negativity is pushing, and God's door is now stuck. God's door is not opening because you opened the door to yesterday.
yes.
Then how do you expect God's door to open?
Not open.
So what must you do first?
I think you have to you have to accept the way things are. Things
You
happen
have
this.
to lock the door and not go back to even one moment of the past. You should not go back to any regret, any shame, any guilt. You must refuse to open the door because the moment you open the door, toxic thoughts of the mind will fill you.
Mm. Mm.
And the moment you are full of toxic thoughts, then you can be what you call all these negative terms you're experiencing. Why do we open the door to the toxic thoughts? No way. I would not do it. If somebody has created toxic thoughts yesterday, it's over. Yesterday is over. I don't want to open yesterday's door today. I can use my discrimination to choose what I want today and tomorrow, but I cannot let the toxic thoughts of yesterday fill my today.
Yeah.
Got it?
I can hear that. Yeah.
Any more question? Or I will.
Well, I've asked this question before previously about the light and the dark because this seems to be underlying the human experience is the light or the forces of light, the forces of darkness, and the forces of darkness are very dark indeed, actually, very destructive.
I
And
told you again. I told you this 2 days back in the call. Don't miss a call, Will. Every call matters. There is no force of darkness. What did I say, Will?
no force of darkness.
Why, Will? Why do I say that?
I think you would say there is just God. I think that's the way you would say it.
So what is dark? So in life, is there light and darkness in this world?
There is
No, there is no. What is darkness?
absence of light.
That's it. So when you say there's a force of darkness, what does it only mean?
Well, for example, there are bad people who can
No,
harm you.
no, there are no bad people. You have bad receptors that are thinking they are bad people. There are no bad people in this world, all good people who are under bad circumstances. The bad forces you are thinking about are because you have not opened the door to the good forces of God. If you open the door to the good forces of God, where's the question of bad forces appearing? You be good, you be bright, you be spiritual, you be divine. Let the world be as toxic as they want to be. It doesn't matter to you, my God, my dear God's will.
Yes.
In this world, things may happen to you and things may happen around you, right, Will?
Yes.
But what is the most important thing?
Liberation.
No, things may happen to you and things may happen around you. But what's the most important thing?
I am nothing.
What is most important is what is happening in you.
Ah.
What is happening around you and what's happening to you doesn't matter.
Ah.
What matters?
What is happening in me?
What's happening in you? Because if you are inside you, there is peace and love and bliss. Does anything matter?
Well,
If,
you're in that state, but some
huh?
of us, you are in that state, not or everyone is in that state.
I choose to be in that state, and you don't believe that you can choose to be in that state today. That's why you're asking me that today can I walk to enlightenment? Even after I'm telling you, you must be saying this AiR fellow is a crazy fellow. He's telling I can walk to enlightenment. This is what your mind is telling you, right or wrong?
That's what you're saying, yes.
Yes, because you allow your mind to enter the door. Now, what can I do if you open the door to your mind to come and say this AiR is a crazy fellow, man? He's telling me I can walk to enlightenment today.
Well,
Okay.
yes.
So that's it. So thank you, God's will. My dear God, you can give a name like God's will, and somebody from will can become God's will.
Yes, sir.
You can create any magic beyond logic.
Yes, sir.
You can bring people to this call. And you know what? Those who come to this call are those who love God.
Yes.
Because if you don't love God, you will not have the courage, you will not have the circumstances to be on this call. There are many people who don't come to this call because they can't. There are many people who don't come to this call because there are people who stop them from coming to this call. And there are some people who come to this call for whom nothing matters. Whether they are in Venice or they are in Switzerland or they are in Canada or they are in London, for them, this call is their personal appointment with God. And people come on this call. And this commitment to SIP appears 8 p.m. every day on Zoom. And when you are on 8 p.m. on Zoom, it only shows your commitment to God. I wish I could take a flight where I would not have to miss a Zoom call. I wish I could take a flight where I am always available on Zoom. And I will do it soon one day. I don't like to miss a Zoom call myself. My dear friends, we are all on this journey of seeking, this journey of awakening, and this journey of being enlightened. But ultimately, the goal is liberation. Ultimately, the goal is unification with the divine. Ultimately, it is realization, self realization, God realization. I am nothing. I am nothing. You are everything. And I am nothing but you. Realization is not so complicated. But when we are lost in this samsara, when we are so lost in this world of distractions and attractions, when we create other gods that become more important than our God, then how can we fill our life with God? The way to attain God is to fill our life with God, to fill every moment with God, to keep sip on our lip every moment, every time, every breath till our death. We must have sip, 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 sip. If our commitment to sip, if our desire for sip, if our mumukshutva, if our deep love and longing is the triple love and longing, more than a miser has for gold, more than a lover has for his beloved, more than a child has for its mother who it has just lost. If we have the deep love and longing for the divine, how can we miss God? Let us not miss even one evening of this satsang. Let us be there every day, every day. As I said, if possible, video on, and if possible, question, question, question. Create questions for every day. Create questions. Find questions. Read and understand what people are talking which is wrong, and help the seekers reach the right path by asking those questions. On my part, I am nothing but a manifestation of the divine. I come to you with God's message. Whatever you ask me, SIP gives you the answer. And I hope that we will continue to do this for as long as we surrender to SIP. God's will be done. with folded hands.